ever to get a win in relief one night and start the next day. Joe Mantiply is the only other man to do so. Elevates to TJ Friedel as we're underway. Friedel had one base hit yesterday. His August, the average is down a bit. Hasn't shown the power as much either as he fouls that one down the line. Of his 18 hits on the month, 16 have been singles.
And as Jalen Beeks begins his first couple of pitches here to TJ Friedel, Chris Matt is already throwing in the Diamondback bullpen.
He's almost assuredly in for Andujar. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Who has slaughtered southpaws on his career. For Beeks, this is his 20th start. He's 0-4, ERA near 6 as a starter. He's given up more homers as a starter, 8 in just over 45 innings.
And that's why he's in the bullpen.
1-2. Looking.
Good breaking ball, well located right on the outside corner. And you can see Beeks as he sets up to come to the plate. It's almost as though he hides the ball in his back rib cage, back towards second base. It's a different kind of pause, rather unusual.
Swing and a miss, Noel V. Marte. Looks like an oversized glove he has, too. 0-1. Now Marte, of his 10 homers this year, they've all come off right-handed pitching. His average on the year, small sample size, drops dramatically against lefties. He only has one lifetime homer off a left-handed pitcher. Once upon a time, Cowboy, Jalen Beeks was traded by the team that drafted him, the Boston Red Sox, near the deadline in 2018, straight up for Nathan Eovaldi, who was a huge part of Boston going to and winning the World Series that year, and is probably the odds-on favorite to be right there with Scoreboard for the American League Cy Young this year.
It's amazing how times can change. What have you done for me lately?
2-2.
You can see already what Beeks likes to do. He's not going to be around long, but when he is in the ball game, he's going to try to challenge you at the top of the strike zone and then continue to elevate. That's where he gets the most carry on his fastball, is at the top, and then the changeup breaking ball down.
Beeks got the win last night thanks in part to a little bit of good luck, bad luck. The man on deck, Ellie De La Cruz, did not kill the ball, but he did line it to short. And that triggered a double play that got him out of a pickle, eliminated the free runner, and ended the inning. Lifted, left center. McCarthy. The Arizona defense below average on the campaign. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Jake McCarthy, good athlete. Corbin Carroll showed the arm, his 8th assist on the season last night, a big fly ball double play. Alexander Perdomo, Eldemaro Vargas, his first action on the series. Same for Tyler Locklear and Moreno. Ellie De La Cruz, 2 hits yesterday, a triple, the game-tying Ribby single. Fouls off strike 1. He now has 5 triples on the year, Cowboy. 2 have come this road trip, and he has scored from first base on a base hit twice on this road trip. Seems like those legs might be coming back.
Well, it sure seems that way when you're watching him in mid-stride as he cruises around second. Ellie has always been the kind of player that if he was at first base, he was in scoring position. And there's not too many folks around Major League Baseball that you could actually say that about.
2-1. Runs in. Have to think that De La Cruz will be Beeks' last man. Miguel Andujar is on deck. And Crismatt has been warming throughout this inning. Jam pop. Perdomo. He won it last night, went the final inning. He starts it today. A 1-2-3. Three-run homer in his first game back. Alexander, Locklear, McCarthy had been struggling, has turned it on some of late, and Vargas. Andrew Abbott for the Reds. First pitch, shallow right, coming on hard to Noelvi Marte, and he does get there and makes the catch.
I didn't think he had a prayer to get to that baseball. Shows you a little bit of extra gear for one Noelvi Marte. Did you think he was going to catch that?
It was not the cleanest jump, and he was very deep, but he has shown strong speed.
Long run. Nice play.
I feel like Cowboy, his speed in right field shines best coming in on balls on the fair grass. When the ball's in foul ground, he's a little hesitant depending upon the wall. Going back, he can get spun around a bit. But when he plays deeper and has to come in, I think that's where he has shined. His first putout, right, in right field in the homestand came on that tweener ball in shallow right center.
Driving in.
Geraldo Perdomo. This hangs to right. This is a little more routine for Marte. 2 down.
Well, the two swings early in the count from these Diamondbacks should tell you all you need to know about what they expect from Andrew Abbott today, and that's a whole lot of strikes. And why would you not? Abbott comes out. He's challenging the strike zone. But if you play your cards right, if you're Andrew Abbott, you might very well be able to be quite pitch efficient with an aggressive club early in the ball game.
Corbin Carroll doubled, walked, 1 for 4 yesterday. He scored the game-winning run as the free runner in the 11th. He has been hot, hits in 9 consecutive games. This is the first time these two have matched up. And that is socked to right center. One hop and over the yellow line, a double. Thank goodness that ball skipped to the stands with the speed of Carroll.
Well, we talked about last night that Corbin Carroll and his ability to handle the ball at the top of the strike zone. And he definitely handled that pitch. It was elevated. And he's just got that unique ability to go up there and get it. And that's where Andrew likes to pitch. He likes to use that fastball at the top of the zone and spin it off of that angle.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. hits an 8th straight. He had the game-winning single in the 11th, his lone hit in the game. One of his 2 ribbies, added a sac fly as well. Big lead for Carroll. Abbott has only seen the Diamondbacks once, Cowboy. It was mid-May of last year, and he was great. 1 run in 7 innings on a Christian Walker solo homer.
And there are a lot of similar hitters in this lineup this afternoon. And I think for Abbott, once you've seen a club, you have a pretty good idea about who has some strengths against you, but also who you have strengths against.
Carroll goes 0-2, misses away, steal of 3rd. He had a big lead. A clean break. There was no cover, no look at a throw. Ran on a changeup. Driven to center, that's a run. Shades of how we left last night. Gurriel driving home Carroll. 1-0 Diamondbacks.
Well, they are the 2 hottest hitters in this Diamondback lineup. Carroll now with a 10-game hitting streak. Gurriel has moved his to 9. And that run coming with 2 down.
So now Gabriel Moreno, 3-run homer in the 3rd. Part of his 2 hits yesterday in his first game in over 2 months. Had not played since June 14th. Suffered a hairline fracture when he took a wild pitch in the dirt off his bare hand against the Reds in a driving Cincinnati rain. And you notice, Cowboy, when we went to break, that Nabil Krismat, who had warmed during last half inning, left the bullpen.
Yeah, he was walking in as you would in a normal start, leaving the bullpen, walking down the left field line to sit in the dugout for how many ever minutes.
Driven to center. Friedel and Hayes after it. Neither will get there. Couple of hops, gets all the way to the wall. Furious wave out for Gurriel. He races home and scores standing. 3 straight 2-out hits. And the Reds, with their ace on the mound, trail 2-0.
Changeup up and out over the plate. And Gabriel Moreno just goes and gets it.
Well, he's in scoring position with the double. Blaze Alexander. Loved first pitches last night. Takes the soft sweeper here. He was 1 for 4 yesterday, including a line drive lash to left.
Well, after those first 2 batters, you knew this club was going to be aggressive, and they have been everything about that.
That is driven to left. Hayes racing after it. He won't get there. That hops to the stands. That's another run. A double for Alexander. 4 consecutive 2-out hits. 3-0 Arizona.
Another changeup, and you don't normally see that with Abbott, where the changeup gets hit. But the changeup that Moreno hit and the changeup that Blaze Alexander hit, identical spots, up and away, without that tailing movement off the plate. It just sat there.
Cowboy, the Reds really could use some length from Abbott. They had a get-right day off. By schedule, the bullpen was full yesterday. They used all but one. Terry Francona's only reliever that didn't pitch was his rookie, who's yet to debut. Just joined the team yesterday. And here's Abbott, who gives length better than any Red this year, down 3-0 in the first inning.
Got a couple of quick outs. A bit of damage control.
Tyler Locklear came over in the Gino Suarez trade. First pitch fouled off.
That's the part when you're a strike thrower and you have an opponent that comes out aggressive and they're seemingly on everything that you throw. You've got to do one of two things. You've either got to expand the strike zone or you got to get the ball up there where they can smell it.
0-1.
Because Andrew predominantly pitches on the outside part of the plate, and you can see a lot of these Diamondback hitters are leaning out over and getting to that changeup and the fastball. That doesn't mean you hit somebody in the head, but you got to get the ball up and in.
Now, one of the additions for Abbott this year, the cutter, that he's been selective about what opponents he uses it against. Would that help equalize?
He threw one earlier to Lourdes Gurriel Jr., but it's the only one he's thrown.
2-2.
The issue about throwing the ball inside has nothing to do with hitting someone. It has to do with making the hands retreat back towards the body. And once you get a hitter to do that, it's more difficult for them to reach the ball on the outside corner.
And Cowboy, he had 2 outs on 3 pitches. You said it, I was thinking it too. Maybe it could be a very efficient first inning. Now it's his 23rd pitch. Payoff. Got him looking. Got the generous call on the pitch down, but the Diamondbacks score as many runs tonight as Abbott had allowed in a first inning all season.
this is one of those times where if you want to put some semblance of a winning streak together, and Lord knows the Reds need to do that, sometimes you just have to out-hit the other club.
Kind of had that feeling early last night. Littell's command was clearly off. Chris Matt just recently inked back with the Diamondbacks, has been with them before, and the Reds have seen him a lot as a Padre. Change-up heavy. This marks his 7th career outing against the Reds. There's a curveball fought foul. Andujar pinch hit in the 8th yesterday. He doubled and scored. Calls his timeout here. He clearly was not running at 100%, both on the base hit and when he later came home.
And I think part of that too is you may be protecting an injury, but also being a veteran, you know how far you have to push it to get there.
Bounce to short. Perdomo. That's exactly what Terry Francona said. He just assumed he put, as he said, a governor on it. Like, just watched his throttle.
And I mean, that's part of having played the game for a while. You understand, all right, that ball's in the right field corner. I'm going to score whether I'm walking or whether I'm running full speed. So why push it?
Austin Hayes. Now, that said, earlier today, Andujar was out there with the strength and conditioning staff doing some running drills to make sure he was all right for the game. There was a chance of a lineup change. Clearly, he's playing tonight, so it looks like he's good enough.
Well, the object is to have his bat in the lineup, especially as hot as he's been.
Breaking ball ripped through.
Yeah, the Reds coming into this ball game have to know that Nabil Crismat is not going to throw the ball by you. He is going to throw a lot of soft stuff, slower than slow curveballs, a lot of change-ups.
Poked over first, opposite way, down for a hit. Carroll racing after it, backhand. Hayes trying for 2. Throw unleashed is late. Hustle double for Austin Hayes.
Now that kind of swing from the Reds will net them a boatload of runs against Crismat. If you're trying to pull him, he's going to hurt you a little bit. You just have to put it in your mind, this guy can't throw the ball by me. If it's a fastball, I'm still going to be able to foul it off.
Spencer Steer stands in. He was 0 for 4 yesterday, but hit a couple of balls hard. He hit a line drive out to third. He hit a ball to deep left center right in front of the 413 sign. And the Reds get one back. Hayes in scoring position.
And you can see that first pitch fastball from Crismat. It started off the plate, well off the plate, came back towards the outside corner. Didn't quite get there, but it was 88 miles an hour. And that's kind of what you're going to get today from a fastball perspective.
And even though he didn't start, you would guess that Crismat's likely going at least 3, maybe 5 innings.
What I would like to believe is he's only going to go 1. And the Reds will have the lead when he's done.
One, 2. Swung through, strike 3.
Problem that you have when you're facing a guy like Crismat is you see that fastball, it's 88 miles an hour, it looks as big as a beach ball, but you still have to swing at strikes. And if you get over aggressive and you get too jumpy, you're going to swing at a pitch like that. And that was a foot out of the strike zone.
Brian Hayes. A lifetime he's helped the Reds to a 200 average. Cincinnati entering the game 10 strikeouts against 1 walk in his 8 1/3 innings. Brian Hayes has been hot. His last 11 over 350. Had a ribby double yesterday. Extra base hits are up, Cowboy. The ball is up. He's not putting the ball on the ground as much. One. By the way, keep an eye out for whoever the bat boy is for the Reds visiting dugout. He is quick. He came out to get Austin Hayes' gear at second base. He could put him up, put him down. Just low, borderline take. And the Reds have 2 on. The tying run comes to the plate.
Well, that's the approach. We talked about that with Austin Hayes. You see it put into play with Brian Hayes. We know Hayes wants to hit the ball to right center. He's not trying to pull the ball. That allows you to wait that split second longer, and you can pick up those breaking balls and change-ups that are borderline pitches.
Jose Trevino catching for a 7th straight game. Had a ribby single yesterday during this run while he's been the starting backstop for a week. He's 4 for 21, 190, all singles. Runners go, double steal, pitch missed up, throw to second. That's a risky toss, and the Reds execute the double steal, second and third.
Hayes had a huge jump at second base, and Hayes had a big jump at first base.
It is a purple haze with what the Diamondbacks are wearing tonight. 1-1 in the dirt.
Reminiscent of the movie character Willie Mays Hayes.
Don't steal home without it, although I don't think Austin Hayes will be doing that here. I can't remember the last Reds.
A double steal with a double haze.
Swing and a miss. Well, the Reds ace just got socked in the mouth. Abbott had allowed 3 runs in the first inning all year. Diamondbacks did that in the first inning today. Big chance to get closer. Swing and a miss. They leave men at second and third.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh,
weren't too many get it going last year.
See, he's a fan just like you folks. First pitch missed to Jake McCarthy, who's having the worst year of his career, but has been turning it around of late. He's had career lows in pretty much every category. On July 25th, he entered play hitting a .140, but 12 games since, playing part-time, hitting over .360. Certainly not what the Diamondbacks dreamt of when they made him a first-round pick. But he does have good athleticism, plays a fine center field. Alec Thomas can go track him down in center as well. Two-one. Let's see how Abbott bounces back. He got the first two Diamondbacks quickly before a rapid barrage of 4 straight 2-out hits. Payoff. Looking. Dots the fastball.
The fastball has not been the problem. Abbott definitely has that as far as velocity and location is concerned. The 2 changeups, one to Moreno, one to Alexander, those hurt him a little bit.
Ildemaro Vargas only recently came back from a broken foot. Suffered that injury late June. This marks his 3rd game since being activated off the IL. He is 0 for 6 since coming back. Just missed. Away.
You know, this inning for Abbott, John, is as much about regrouping, get the mojo back, as it is about keeping your team in the ball game. And for Abbott right here, you can see him really pushing to the edges.
It's a short De La Cruz,
but there's a feeling of invincibility when you're getting a lot of first and second pitch outs. You just feel like these guys don't see it, they're not hitting it, and your confidence continues to build as you move along. We saw a little bit of that yesterday in last night's ball game with Ryan Nelson. He got out of that crazy inning in I think it was the 2nd inning, and then he just started rolling. It wasn't as though he was doing anything different. He was just getting outs. He felt confident.
Could tell Marte flying to right, only pitch he saw. This is a tough lineup. Marte and Perdomo tonight hit 1-2. Those two began the day tied with Shohei Ohtani to be top 5 at baseball in on-base percentage. And Abbott strikes out Marte. Bookend K's in a 1-2-3 rebound inning.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh.
Years of age, this is a tough one to get over. Those that have had it, it is amongst the tougher injuries a pitcher can face.
I wish him all the best as they try to treat it. He tries to recover. That's what happened to Steven Strasburg.
Yeah, that's one of those surgeries that, I mean, it's not even really a coin flip. You don't really even have a 50-50 shot. It's tough.
Santiago Espinal. Espinal's playing time is diminished. In the beginning of the regression to the playing time, we saw more productivity. That is reversed. In August, he's 2 for 15, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Yeah, it's one thing when you're seeing regular at bats, and it's another when playing time becomes sparse.
Grounded to third, Alexander. So one time through for Arizona pitching. Top third, though, has not yet seen Crismatt. The Cowboy topped out at 81 in the third innings as a Padre in 21. He had 67 and change the next year. He has not had a season of more than 13 innings in the big leagues since. It's only his second outing of this year. And there's a miss into Friedel, who has struck out looking. In the air, center field, McCarthy. 2 down.
Crismatt has made his way throughout baseball and now getting to the big leagues for another time by getting guys to think that they can swing big and take him out of the ballpark. And when you do that, you fall right into his hand.
Noel V. Marte.
He's just one of those types of pitchers you've got to think, I'm going to hit the ball right back at him. That way you stay on everything.
Only 2 current Reds have ever connected on an extra base hit off Crismatt. Marte's one, Key Brian Hayes the other. Hayes, I thought, saw him pretty well work that borderline walk in the second inning. Marte flied out against the opener, Jalen Beeks. And the changeup just has that little bit of fade. That's how he got Trevino to lead men at second and third last inning. Popped up. Moreno drops the mask. Nearly tripped up our umpire. That's in the seats. Two again. Payoff. Marte getting a chance to hit second tonight. We've seen some experimentation with him here. Wonder if this could become a more regular wrinkle when lefties start. More often, that's the DH spot of late. This will be the 9th pitch of the AB.
When you're early on the fastball and late on the changeup, think about that. The pitcher knows he's got you.
Marte works a walk. That's the second drawn from Crismatt, and it brings Ellie De La Cruz to the plate with a man on. Let's go back to the first, and Ellie De La Cruz foul ball. Eyes in the stand. Look at that reaction. That's pretty cool.
That's why you bring your glove. Looks like her husband got it on video.
I wonder if Ellie could send one to a fan in the outfield seats.
Hit one into the pool.
That's driven to right center. That's down for a hit. Marte through second base. He takes third. Base hit De La Cruz. Reds have men at the corners.
Change up. Looked like Ellie was a little out in front, but still staying up the middle. Drops it right there in no man's land.
Well, tying run at the plate. Miguel Andujar was just out in front of a missile down the left field line. Later grounded out as the first batter for Crisman. Big swing on a changeup, strike one.
Well, I will say this for Andujar. If he does hit it into the seats, not only will he tie the ball game, but he won't have to put a whole lot of stress on his hamstring.
That's right. That said, if he goes to the pool, then Jim Day could be in danger. So be ready, Jim.
I'll reiterate, we're trying to attract the viewers and not detract. No pool for me.
We've seen a double steal tonight from the Reds, and the Diamondbacks did throw down. Moreno's one of the more talented defensive catchers. We haven't seen the delayed double steal. That was also part of the regular Reds arsenal back in the day. De La Cruz goes. Pitch is swung on, sent the air to center. That's going to hang McCarthy. Reds straight 2 for a second straight inning.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm only facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm only facing it all.
Geraldo Perdomo saw 2 pitches first time. He flied to right. Strike 1. Brian Hayes backs up at third. This is bounced left side. De La Cruz on the backhand. Longer throw. A little tall steer came off the bag. Perdomo can fly, and he is on. E6 on De La Cruz. Corbin Carroll turned on a high heater, doubled, later scored. On a curveball, pops it up to the seats foul. So that's now 18 errors for De La Cruz, the major league leader in that category. The Yankees' Anthony Volpe entered second with 16. Back-to-back breaking balls, 0-2. You mentioned it, strength on strength. First time they matched up tonight. It's the first time they've ever faced off in the bigs. Abbott loves the heater up. Carroll can get to it.
Breaking ball that Carroll swung at was well off the plate. He's seen 3 in a row. You can throw a fourth one, but you got to lead him well off the plate.
Perdomo goes. Pitch up, throw down, tag! Safe. 23rd steal, a career high for Perdomo. Seemed like the Reds knew that was coming. Remember, Carroll stole a bag opening inning as well. Reaching swing, but sweeper away.
Well, Ellie dropped the ball on that throw. So whether you get him or not with the tag is a moot point.
Gurriel, RBI hit and a run scored.
$15 RBIs in the last 9 games for the man standing at the plate.
A lot of power in that time. The slug has been up dramatically. He calls time here. He's got 17 home runs on the year. 5 have come in just the last 2.5 weeks. Blocked by Trevino.
Tried to double up on that breaking ball down and in, and that one he just tried to make it too good. Pulled it right into the ground.
Welby Marte is playing incredibly deep and right. My perspective is off a bit in this stadium. To be honest, it's always kind of felt like a warehouse to me. It's very dark. The lighting is improved. It's better. They need a roof here, don't get me wrong. It's 115 every day outside. That's driven to left. Hayes going way back, and that is gone. 18 for Gurriel. He's driven in 3 tonight. Reds down 5-zip. An unearned run on Abbott. Perdomo should not have been on.
Well, he got him to swing at that sweeper down and in. And I was talking earlier, if you're gonna throw an extra one, it's got to be better than the first 2. That one stayed on the plate.
Moreno ribby double and a run scored. Driven to right. Third Diamondback to reach on the inning. On a night where the Reds really could use length from Abbott, 5 against him in the third. Alexander, RBI ground rule double. This ties for the most runs that Abbott's allowed in any one outing on the year. The other 2 times he surrendered 5. He went 5 2/3 against the Twins. 4 were unearned. And he went 6 against the Brewers. That was the start June 4th. That was the trigger for the dramatic run of dominance for Abbott. Misses on a backdoor breaking ball. Brent Suter now warms for the Reds. The Cowboy, you called it in the early stage tonight, and you could sense it early yesterday as well. This is a game where the Reds got a hit. If you're going to win this game, you might have to win it 9-7.
And sometimes you have to win games like that.
Payoff. Struck him out. 5 strikeouts for Abbott. Locklear was down 0-2, rallied to bring it full, went down looking at a generous call on a pitch down. Oh, Trevino. Tough foul ball. Rolled to short. Short way to second. Home run for Gurriel. 2 more for the Diamondbacks.
I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Wait, God, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm not facing it all. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all. That's it! Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a fear of discontent. I'm finally facing it all. That's it! The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all. That's it! Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a fear of discontent. I'm finally facing it all. That's it!
There as well. But that comes down to trusting your hands if indeed a ball does come inside that you can react to it.
Jose Trevino. Breaking ball strike. He did not see a fastball his first time. In fact, it was 4 straight changeups to end the AB, and he chased one running away for strike 3. One and one. Krismat has been run on in his career. Lifetime, the league has tried to steal 21 times, only 4 men caught. We've already seen a well-executed double steal by the Reds. And on the final out of last inning, De La Cruz was in motion from first.
Yeah, I thought he was much slower to the plate when he pitched for the Padres. He's a little more slide step-ish here in this ball game, even with a 5-run lead.
Two and two. Back-to-back fastballs to Trevino. Went back to that changeup away, but Trevino lays off, full count. Hayes goes. Payoff is top to short. Perdomo on the run. 2-out hit, that's all.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm only facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm only facing it all.
Top to third, keep Ryan Hayes. 2 away.
As soon as that ball hit in front of home plate, you could see the aggressive nature of Brian Hayes sprinting towards home plate, trying to get the big bounce, and he gets it right there at the shoe tops. If you wait back even for a split second, you're having to catch that ball on an awkward hop.
Ketel Marte is flying to right. He is struck out. Little fist flare into center. That went up the hands a bit, but Marte fights it off. 2 out, knock. Perdomo has reached on error, stolen a bag and scored. He is flying to right. Brent Suter warmed last inning. There has been no action in the Reds' pen yet this inning. Launched down the left field line. That's a fair ball. It is 7-0. Reds down a touchdown. It's the most runs ever surrendered by Abbott in a big league game. Two out Thunder again.
Yeah, 5 of the 7 runs have come with 2 down in the inning. Looked like a cutter. He was trying to get inside. It stayed on the plate.
Rookie Zach Maxwell now warms. Elevated miss to Corbin Carroll, who has doubled, stolen a bag, and scored. He's 1 for 2. Most of the time, each game is its own entity. And the cliche about that day's starting pitcher is incredibly true. And it's not fair to put everything tonight on Andrew Abbott at all, who's had the best year of his life. He's been one of the best starters in the game. But tonight feels like, in similar fashion to how I thought the win against Milwaukee in the finale spilled into the start of the road trip, it feels like that extra inning back and forth roller coaster from yesterday has rolled right into today for the Reds.
Well, it very well may have. We don't know that. We're not in the minds of the players. But if you're considering yourself a playoff team with playoff aspirations, you have to figure out a way in your clubhouse and mentally to erase what happened in last night's game, erase what happened in the final game against the Angels. And you figure out that you got a starter on the mound and the other team is having a bullpen day. You got your number 1 starter on the mound, and you figure out how to come out gangbusters.
Payoff is foul tip, strike 3. The Reds are getting shut out. They have 3 hits. The Diamondbacks got 6.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm only facing it all. 'Cause I am restricted. Fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm only facing it all. 'Cause I am restricted. Fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm only facing it all. 'Cause I am restricted. Fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm only facing it all. 'Cause I am restricted. Fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm on
First time tonight the Reds have put their leadoff man on. Andrew Abbott got a tap on the chest, so he is just about assuredly done. Zach Maxwell spins the ball. He is preparing in the bullpen for his big league debut. And the Reds get some runs back. Friedel has struck out looking. He is flying to center.
How many balls can you hit the other way in succession? It's kind of what you should be thinking against a guy like this.
I mean, you said it on the scout right at the start. He's been about 60% off speed, working edges regularly.
And you've already shown that if you're taking big swings, you're getting no progress. You harken back to that ball game against the Braves where the Reds made a stunning comeback. It all came from shooting balls the other way.
A patient walk for Friedel. Reds have their first two on for Noelvi Marte.
And part of that thought process is that if you are indeed waiting to try to shoot the ball the other way, you're allowing the ball to get closer to the plate before you make a swing decision. Now, granted, it's a split second moment that you're waiting, but you're still waiting. So you're not swinging at those pitches that are in the dirt, over your head, or just off the plate. That way you're not hitting the ball off the end of the bat when you're making contact. And that's the toughest part for any hitter to do, is to slow down. Everybody thinks the hardest thing to do is to speed up. Look, we've already seen hitters that we know we can hit 100 miles an hour. We've seen that. But how many times have we seen a position player come in throwing the ball about 50 miles an hour and everybody's spinning around in the batter's box? That's the kind of approach you have to have against a guy like Nabil Crismatt. Pretend he's the third baseman.
If there's any Red that has handled that situation the best, it's Noelvi Marte. He had the best run-producing day of his life when the Reds saw a bunch of position players on the back end of the blowout at Baltimore. And if memory serves, he cranked the giant homer as the topper on that game. Burgos, who pitched yesterday, is now up in the Diamondback bullpen. Called strike three. Fourth strikeout for Crismatt. De La Cruz has singled. He's also popped to short. Big cut on the changeup. Called strike. tilt there from De La Cruz, who rarely reacts.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent. I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it.
But first time they matched up, he was the first batter that Krismat faced. And he whistled a just foul ball down the left field line. And that was one he had turned on. He's being pitched away at the start here. Top to short, Perdomo the short way. Reds have left man in 4 consecutive innings.
My mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent. I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent. I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all. felt his pain.